Welcome to yet another MapleStory Reboot progression series. What makes this any different from the dozens of other progression series out there? Well, you see, unlike the rest, I am a scrub. My greatest achievement in MapleStory thus far has been hitting a 3k Legion and soloing normal Pierre without crying from frustration. But I left all those resounding achievements behind to make a brand new account and do a challenge run. The goal of this series and account is to hit a 10k Legion and solo the Black Mage. Now if you know nothing about MapleStory, you may be a bit lost, so let me elaborate. MapleStory takes the total level of the highest 40 characters of your account and adds them up to calculate your Legion level. My first goal is to get 40 characters level 250, thereby getting a Legion of 10,000. Now you may be wondering how much of a challenge this is. Well, in the 2-ish years since the release of Legion, no one on GMS has hit 10,000, and only a handful are in the 9k range. Now, moving on to the second goal of my series, soloing the Black Mage. The Black Mage was added as a final boss for MapleStory GMS a little over a year ago, and only in the past month has a group on Reboot been able to beat him. He has yet to be defeated solo in GMS Reboot. At this point you may be shaking your head thinking to yourself that these goals are impossible for a scrub, or at the very least extremely unreasonable. Look, if I let reasonableness guide my life, then I wouldn't have signed a 2-year contract with a company that moved me halfway across the country at my expense, only for all of that to fall through within a couple of months, leaving me broke, jobless, and far from home. Now that the intro is done, let's hop into Scrub vs. the World. Now I haven't watched other progression series as much, so I can't speak on how they start fresh accounts, but for me, I like starting with the training trio, Mercedes, Evan, and Aaron. This video will be Mercedes. Mercedes is a class I have mixed feelings on with just about everything. Aesthetically, I love the idea of dual crossbows, but I have an irrational hatred towards elves. Actually, I take that back, hating elves is totally natural. I'm not a fan of combo classes in MapleStory, but something about the way that Mercedes plays almost like a fighting game character does excite me. That being said, her combos are pretty terrible for most maps, since her damage is vertical, but also if you go to the next platform up, your combo ends because you're no longer in the air, but that's for later job advancements. The first and second jobs will have you using a simple attack over and over and over to kill mobs. Exciting stuff, can't wait to do this 39 more times. In the third job advancement, we get Tornado Leap, which I ended up using to level since, like everyone else, I went to Copper Drakes after job advancement. However, unlike everyone else, I died, cried a bit, Star Forced my gear only to have the 70% chance fail multiple times, cried again, finished Star Forcing my gear, went to bed, and beat up more Drakes in the morning. Upon hitting 4th job, I spent an evening practicing the aerial combos only to give up the next day and stunning strikes everything to death with the occasional combo to help me get elevated. After more star forcing, more tears, some pitiful Monster Park runs, and convincing myself that I'll totally hit a new 10 level range today, so I shouldn't start M&N, only for the day to roll over long before I did, I hit 140. They say the first is always the hardest, but we have Evan coming up next, and few things chill me to the bone more than the idea of having to level up another Evan. Until then, try not to die.